Hey, it's Wes here with a new Mercenaries PvP build, probably the last one actually as webs. After this, there will be a new identity. For this video, we are using mostly new mercenaries, Lord Jaraxxus being the only old one, so most of my mercenaries will not be maxed out, and some of the breakpoints will be noticeable within this build because of that. Archimonde or Aranna maxed out, which means we are missing 1 damage from being able to one-shot any of the very common protector mercenaries such as lok'holar, Trigore, or Jaraxxus. However, if you do have them maxed out or even just Archimonde's Finger of Death to level 5, then you should be able to deal with those teams a lot easier than I could and might have a much better time with this build. But with those warnings out of the way, let's get into the mercenary by mercenary breakdown. The first mercenary on the team is Aranna. We are using Unbreakable Backpack as her equipment, and mainly going to be using Edge Cancel and Acrobatics as her main 2 abilities. You use Edge Cancel to bounce her back so you can keep scaling up your Fel and Arcane damage, and then you use Acrobatics to actually protect her if they are hard targeting her on a follow-up turn, while also doing a bunch of Fel damage. Jaraxxus is our next mercenary on the team, using Felcore as his equipment, mainly swapping between Fel Infernal and Fist of Jaraxxus as his 2 main abilities. Legion Burst could in theory come up, but most of the time it doesn't. Archimonde, we are using Infernal Codex as his equipment. This one is a little bit suspect, but at the same time, if you can actually get a death blow with Archimonde's first ability, then you are going to be in a really good time, because that's 7 Fel damage for scaling per time you actually kill something, which is really, really nice. Though there could be an argument made for Edict of Argus, permanently put up a debuff on your opponent's mercenaries even after he does die, though I do like the Infernal Codex a lot better. Neeru is the next mercenary on the team, and he is still bugged. What I mean by this is the fact that Implosion is currently bugged, though this might change in between the time of uploading this video and recording the games, because as it currently stands, Implosion only triggers once instead of 3 times. It's worth mentioning, and I don't usually use this ability anywhere in any of these games, so you're going to be swapping between Command Demon and Burning Blade Portal with Combustible Imps as your equipment, because this can actually scale up with the Fel damage that you're gaining from either Aranna or Archimonde. The next mercenary on the team is Khadgar, who we are using for 2 reasons. The first one being, if Neeru ever gets fixed, then Hearthfire is going to be incredibly powerful in combination with his imps. But as it currently stands, the main reason you're going to want to run him is A, he gives additional synergy between Medivh and the rest of the team, and B, he also gets some synergy between himself and Aranna. For his equipment, we're using Bitter Chill, so we can actually evolve him quicker, and then we can swap between the upgraded Blizzard and Hearth Fire on the final ability if we need to root or get additional HP pool. Finally, we have Medivh, who we are using Staff of Atish to buff up all our casters, because Aranna is a caster, so she actually does gain a lot of benefit from this, and so is Archimonde, thus making him a lot more tanky. With that all being said, let's look at some games. Okay, so they're mainly casters, which means they're probably going to be old gods, though they could be a Medivh build too, I guess. Let's see what they have in store for us. If it's old gods, we actually might have a really good matchup, because we can hard focus down the Jaraxxus. We also could try to use Aranna's second ability here to prevent them from scaling up their attack a lot. But I think just doing it like no, I guess we're going to do it how I said I was going to do it. The reason I want to do it like this is because that's 50 damage instead of just, what, like 20 damage? And this should guarantee lethal on the Jaraxxus. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll be a little bit off. Oh no, it'll be even more, because we do have the Fel Infernal up too. Though our Jaraxxus is going to get killed. Okay, so we're going to want to put down Neeru next, I guess. We can Finger of Death the ad from N'Zoth, which might be really good. Okay, let's focus down N'Zoth, I guess, next. And then Finger of Death the N'Zoth ad. Okay, let's see if we can actually get the N'Zoth killed. Okay, perfect. We move it there. We do lose the Fel Infernal additional damage, though. It'll bounce back to hand. We'll try to steal something, but it can't. Okay, so we're going to put down Aranna again. Do we want a Finger of Death the N'Zoth? That's the question. Now, let's Finger of Death the Maestra instead. Actually, it might have been smarter to just Finger of Death N'Zoth than use Acrobatics on the Maestra. Doesn't really matter. We did solve the main hurdle that we were going to have in the form of Y'Shaarj. Okay, perfect. That's going to scale up there. Have the portals. And then what are they going to hit? Okay, that's fine. Edge cancel is going to bounce that back. There is a little bit of a weird synergy here. And our portal isn't actually going to go up because Neeru dies. Let's put down Aranna and Khadgar. And then they're going to put down, yep, Vol'jin and Bethune. Okay, so I really want to use this on the Cthulhu. I don't think it's going to go through, is the issue. Let's do it like this, I guess. I'm curious if they're going to go for the Archimonde or the Aranna. Archimonde can scale up way quicker, but the Aranna, in theory... Oh! Okay, never mind. I forgot they could do that. Oh, we one-shotted all their trash that they had on the board. I think putting up the Raven might be the best solution here. What do we want to do? Let's do Doomfire just to be a little bit safe. Because that's going to be a huge damage pool. Okay, so they just went for the Medivh. That's fine. We don't actually need... Or not the Medivh, the Archimonde. And then we can hard focus down the Bethune. We should be able to kill it in 2 turns. On 20 damage. 13. Going for the Medivh. That's fine. Let's do that. And then let's do that. I don't know what I was thinking there. We're always going to be quicker. And voila, we're going to win. I actually like this build a lot, to be honest. The main thing that I don't know for sure is if I want to keep the equipment on Archimonde. Okay, so it's going to be nature, mainly casters, so this actually might be pretty good. Getting rid of this as quickly as possible, though, is probably the best solution. And they're using healing power, that's interesting. This should still be able to kill the mercenary, or the hell is Boggy? Yeah. So, there we go. That just means they're going to summon another one next turn, but we're still fine. I'm going to put her back down. +4 spell damage. This actually scales incredibly quickly if you can keep it going like this. And then we're going to actually attack and then do it like that. Okay. You still should be able to get the death blow on this. There we go. That's 7 more. Then we get this to bounce back. We reset. 2 fighters on bench is going to be a little bit of a problem probably, but fine for now, I guess. Oh, Elise. Okay. That's not as big as a problem as I expected. Oh, I guess rooting is going to be a little bit annoying. I'm gonna do that. Oh, one-shot that, and then do this, I guess. Keep this up. Yeah. The nice thing here, though, is even if we bounce back, or don't attack, we bounce back. So that's going to finger Bane. We're going to get the bounce back. Then going to get a little bit of almost... That would have been nice to actually get that lethal there, but we can finger of death her too. And I'm pretty sure the 56 damage. That is what I call broken. I want to swap these around so I can actually get the death blow with the Archimonde, to be honest. Because that's still 52 damage. Oh, this game. I actually was almost tempted on Archimonde to run the Fel weakness. Mainly because if Archimonde does die, you lose out on the extra Fel damage. But if Fel weakness is still up on everything, you don't technically. If it's permanent, at least. This doesn't count as an ability? Why doesn't that count as an ability? Going to cancel on that, then Finger of Death that, I guess. Wait, no, let's risk it for the biscuit. See if they actually attack with this. Still so stupid that this doesn't count, but whatever. I wonder if that's a consistency thing or if it's just the Infernals. Put her down. I'm gonna put Khadgar down this time instead. And we're going to edge cancel that, I guess. That's going to be what we're going to do. Okay, that's 42 damage. It's fine. That still dies. That now dies. Okay, they're one turn ahead on the clock for us. We're technically slower. Freeze everything. Hits there. If that kills that. Root still happens. Tie doesn't mean it bounces back. Not quicker. Go like this. Try to dodge, I guess. I'm just gonna AoE. Let's try to dodge. Maybe they'll use Khadgar's ability on this. Oh, or we're just slower. Okay. I forgot about that part of the mana blink. We have Neeru. We are going to heal, technically. We are going to do that, and then do much for us this turn. 21 damage. But if we're slower, yeah. This guarantees us the damage on them. Unless they do nothing. That's kind of what I expected to see. We're gonna get all the imps out. Come on, kill the Khadgar. There we go. Is the Blink Fox going to be dead in it too? No. I mean, okay, so they have Tyrande and I'm thinking Bane on bench, which might actually be bad. Oh, I'm dumb. Just do this. Go there. Then we go like this. Then hopefully we're quicker. Come on. There we go. Come on, hit Blink Fox. Not where I wanted to hit, but that's fine. Blink Fox? Blink Fox? No. I mean, Tyrande's dead. That's actually not that bad. Okay, we just needed to play a little bit different than the first game, I guess. Then we have Medivh just to round out our team. And it is Bane. So, we are going to Finger of Death the totem. We are going to command. And we're going to... then we can attack with these two. Actually, let's not attack with these. No, let's do it. Because if they use Earth Mother's Fury, then we're in a pretty good position. It's going to do that. Get 34 damage there. Kills. Then Earth Mother's Frenzy. Yep, and then we just nuke. Oh, Frost. I'm gonna feed into that no matter what. The only plus side is we don't have any fighters. I think the last time I actually faced Frost with this build, I was still running Sylvanas instead of Khadgar. And it did not feel that good. Come on, 2 damage off. Well, Archimonde is super slow this turn, so we can't get the here on. Probably bounce that, I guess. Do that, and then Reign of Chaos. Shame her first ability doesn't count as a Fel ability, but I think that might be a little bit broken with this equipment, if it did. Okay, so that's going to die. We have Neeru next. It's kind of awkward to use Neeru's second ability with Aranna when you bounce back, but in theory, the payoff is so huge that I can't see a world where I didn't want to try this out. I'm assuming Diablo and Cairn are on the bench. Yep. So, can we nuke this before they can get off their ability? Because that's... Yeah, we could, actually. I'm assuming she's going to die no matter what. But we should be able to get at least Cairn off the board before he does his combo. And we lose all the Fel damage there. Okay. Let's use Burning Blade, Blizzard. Let's do it like this. I'm assuming they're not going to attack. I'm assuming they're going to use the third ability on this. So we just need to keep them alive for a turn. Okay, so they are going for Khadgar. That's fine, actually. Don't like keeping Jaina alive as long as I have, though. Perfect. That's exactly what we want to see. Give everything additional HP. I'm assuming that's probably Sinestra on bench. Yep. Start working on the Sinestra, to be honest. Going to attack into that. I think that's fine. Does that. Worried about that stomp, but I didn't want to leave anything that didn't attack besides the Neeru. Okay, that got extremely low. Come on. So this should hit there. Yeah, there we go. Now all we have to deal with is the all blow, and that doesn't beat 3 times. That's going to be a pain in the butt. Don't really have arcane. Oh, we do. If we swap the order of these, and this should work. Our add. I know the first part should double. There we go. 15. They're going for Khadgar. Come on. Now all we do is hit it one more time because we have speed advantage. Yeah. That actually turned out a lot better than I expected it to. Alright, now that we're through the games, let's discuss my final thoughts of the build. Overall, this build pleasantly surprised me of how well this ended up turning out, even with my mercenaries not maxed out. However, the bug with Neeru does make it a little bit weaker than I would want it to be, because you can't really use his third ability. If I actually had most of these mercenaries maxed out, or even just one additional upgrade on Archimonde, then I think this build could stand up to many of the current meta builds within Mercenaries. And because these Mercenaries actually released in the last 2 weeks, I figured this would be a good showcase where this should be for most players, as I didn't actually farm any of the coins for any of these mercenaries, I just did their tasks. So you should be at least able to upgrade them to this point, similar to where I have them right now. However, with Archimonde, I honestly would recommend upgrading an additional Finger of Death instead of upgrading one of his gold coins. Overall, this is a build that I actually want to recommend, especially if you've been wanting to do something with Fel Synergy for quite a while now, though it is going to take a bunch of new mercenaries, and one of which is currently bugged. But once that gets fixed, it should be in a way better position than it currently is. And like always, if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, bye-bye.